there, ladies and spaghettis. I'm Marcus Garrett, and this is Celebrity Miitomo, the only interview show where we ask developers and other fine folks questions pulled straight from Nintendo's social app, Miitomo. We're here at the PlayStation Experience in Anaheim, California. At least 1 billion people here to play some amazing games, and we've talked to some of the developers, and we're going to share those weird and wacky interviews with you right here, right now. Let's go. So I'm here with Coriel Kruer from White Lotus Interactive. I'm here with Kyle Pulver from Team Meat. I'm here with Becca Saltzman, the CEO of Finji, who publishes one of my favorite games, one of my game crushes, Night in the Woods, for those who aren't familiar. Can you tell us a little bit about what Night in the Woods is, and then we'll go from there.
It's an adventure game about a cat who has dropped out of college, and she's moved home to her small sort of Rust Belt town called Possum Springs. And she starts hanging out with her friends again, and they've kind of moved on. She's been gone for a little while, but there's something going on in town that's kind of like it puts you on edge as you play it. A lot of people think it's a kid's game. It's really not a kid's game. Barely squeaked in at a teen rating. If you follow a certain pathway, you actually have this really incredible experience talking to your mom in a field, or May's mom in a field.
I would actually like to think that May's mom is kind of like my mom too, you know. And interestingly enough, my mom was actually here earlier.
Here?
Hello.
So my first question for you is, what the heck are you doing here?
After launch, we sort of had the wish list of things that we wanted to add to Night in the Woods. There's an additional friend quest that's been added in, plus there's new mini games, new sort of like squirrely pathways, and it's actually launching on Wednesday of this week.
Just to be clear for all of our viewers, no matter what time that you see this, it'll be way after Wednesday, so like you can go buy it right now.
Super Meat Boy Forever is the follow-up game from Super Meat Boy. We've taken out the ability to stop running. You're always running in this game. There's no stopping, no slowing down. We've removed all the brakes. The levels are also dynamically constructed, and they dynamically rank up in difficulty. All the Meat Boy goodness from the original Super Meat Boy, but we've taken a lot of things, dialed them up to 11, and changed the gameplay quite a bit. So it's a little bit something new, something old, but mixed together to make something fresh.
Well, everyone likes fresh beef, and since Meat Boy is always running, would you say that he's 95% lean? You're actually showing off a game that is actually Top Shelf Gaming's first ever video review.
We've brought the new PlayStation exclusive level to PSX this year. This is our first time kind of showing it to the public. It's a volcano level, and it's pretty cool. I'm very excited showing it off. So
awesome.
Yeah.
So are you ready for some random and crazy questions?
Yes.
So if you weren't stuck here at this booth, which game would you want to play most here at PSX?
Well, I think something that popped up for me, it's not necessarily a new game, but it's a new version of a game that's kind of old, but walking by the Shadow of the Colossus booth looked amazing, and I'm really excited for their entire HD do-over of it. So it looks so cool, and they brought a huge colossi. It's insane, and you get to hang out on top of its head and have the little sword. It's awesome.
Here at PSX, yeah. Oh man, I'm just gonna read off a game I can see right now. Detroit, Android City. There it is.
Have you heard of this game, or are you just reading it?
Okay. All right. No, I've seen this game on a video from E3, and I remember there being cutscenes.
A video game with cutscenes.
Yeah.
Well, that's basically it. You basically nailed it.
Ooh. Let's see. I have not been around the show floor much. I really want to watch Iconoclast, which is coming out soon. It's an indie title. It's around the corner. I want to go see Donut County over in the Annapurna booth. And I have not actually been able to watch Super Meat Boy Forever yet. And the creators of Super Meat Boy are actually some of our besties. So I am dying to actually see it.
Which comedian do you think is really funny?
Jamie Foxx,
Why?
because he's cute and he's funny.
Well, those are two good things. Those are two very, very good things. Well, you only get one take.
I honestly, I don't know like many comedians by name, so that'd be a tough one.
Well, have you heard of Marcus Garrett?
Yes.
Well, you got to be kidding. I have to have hobbies? I'm a game developer. I mean, my favorite comedian is actually somebody nobody knows. His name is Brent Sullivan, but he's only opened for Conan like once.
Dimitri Martin. I think that one comes to mind pretty early.
What's your favorite thing about Dimitri Martin?
I just like how totally like deadpan and dry he delivers stuff. Like the best comedy to me is is a comedy I cannot predict at all.
Well, then you're gonna love the rest of this because it only gets less and less predictable from here on out. Okay, fine. I'll ask you again. Only for you, Mom. Which comedian do you think is really funny?
Jamie Foxx.
Why?
I like his impressions he does of people.
Yeah. What's your favorite Jamie Foxx impression?
The blind guy.
The blind guy. Ray Charles?
Ray Charles.
Okay, can you show me your best impression of Jamie Foxx doing an impression of Ray Charles?
Are you happy? Oh my God, that's so good. Please take that out.
What's something you always seem to forget?
What was the question?
What is something you always... okay. So now I'm thinking that you might be my favorite comedian. And now we're getting into the holiday season. I'm starting to think about gifts and all of that stuff. So, of all the gifts you've ever received, what is your most cherished?
I got a book last year that my husband solicited sort of letters from people that I respect sort of in the industry, friends that I've had for a long time, family members, like my sister, who's my best friend. It's really nice. Like I have this little book of like all of the people I admire and respect the most and like kind of what they think of me. And it's like, oh, hey, I don't suck. Like there are people that I love that like think I'm kind of great. And it was so thoughtful and so unexpected that, yeah, I keep it actually on my bedside table.
That's actually extremely sweet. I'm like tearing up. But
Wow, I've received a lot of amazing gifts. I mean, like one of my favorite gifts that I've ever gotten was actually the music box from Anastasia. So I love that movie, and then just like having the actual music box was like, wow, that's so crazy.
I'm going to say I was gifted a trip to Alaska when I was younger. Like my family was able to pay for me to go on this trip. It was my first experience like really seeing like the world that wasn't my super rural farm like area that I grew up in. It was like the middle of nature. Like it's like, oh my God, there are actual mountains that exist that look like the paintings. This is crazy. Like I got to walk on a glacier and stuff like that. Gifts that are experiences and not material things. So like video games obviously influenced my life a lot, but like real life took my breath away.
The gift of my children.
oh, and who's your favorite?
You are, Marcus,
And why?
because you're just so smart.
I
And you're so lovable and so respectful and smart.
I'm gonna need you to speak up. You wanna say that a little bit louder?
Actually, Cameron is.
I think I've had about enough here. I'm going to go interview people who are actually going to respect me. And my last question for you is, where can people find Xing, and where can they go to learn more about it?
Sure. So, I mean, right now you can buy it on Steam, and it's available for the, just like straight PC playing, or you can also use the Oculus Rift or Vive. And it'll be coming out on PlayStation next year, kind of like early in the year. And then to find out more about the game, you can just go to www.xingthegame.com. That's Xing.
You can go several places. So nightinthewoods.com is like the official website. You can also go to finji.co to learn sort of about all of our games, plus link to all the Night in the Woods stuff. As far as like where you can buy it right now, PC, Mac, Linux, PS4, Xbox. The third unannounced but strongly hinted at other thing that might actually be out by the time this video comes out.
Super Meat Boy Forever will be available on a lot of stuff, including PlayStation 4, around summer 2018. SuperMeatBoy.com is where you want to find out more about it. We have a mailing list you can sign up for.
Thank you so much. I had a lot of fun, and thank you for playing Celebrity Miitomo.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was a lot of fun.